It's an AEW Christmas. It's a Christmas holiday. It's time for Darby Allin to throw himself off another tree.
God, I just listened to this whole podcast. It was terrible. I feel like my ears are gonna bleed.
What'd you say? This is Darby Allin, and you're listening to Give Me a Whole Yeah podcast.
Hey up, hello, and a very warm welcome back to Grimsim. It's not Grimsim. This is Give Me a Whole Yeah. How are you doing? Hope you're having a great day, great week, great month. Sorry I'm a bit late. I've been busy. I got my FTR TV on. Let's go FTR. What are you two saying? He was a pep talk in the back. He's talking about what? Oh, right. Okay. So it's Moxley, Yuta, and Pat going up against Jay White, Orange Cassidy, and Hangman Adam Page tonight in a fatal three-way trios match. Let's go. Let's see what other matches we have on tonight. Tonight, coming up on this episode, we have Will Ospreay versus Darby Allin. That's going to be amazing. Shelton Benjamin versus the Beast Mortos. That's going to be amazing. Mercedes Mone versus Anna Jay. MJF to speak, the Death Riders, and that big four-way that we're talking about now. FTR are speaking. Probably going to wish everyone a Merry Christmas, right? Merry Christmas from your boys. The FTR, Nick Wayne and Christian Cage versus Hook and Katsuyori and Shibata. That's cool. That's not bad. I'm glad we're finally getting something with that. Got me Christian trip. It's a festive Christmas time. We're going to party like it's Christmas. How about we get a special guest today? How about I do that? Let's do that. Let's make magic happen. How about a random wrestling promoter? What do you reckon? One of the best wrestling promoters. Oh, Adam Page is coming on. He's getting angry. The champion is yours. How can Jay White and Adam Page get together? They won't be able to. That's what we're going to struggle with in this match. Should be good. Orange Cassidy puts on his glasses. He's gone very black, hasn't he? Right, let's say hello to everyone. As far as I've heard, Matt Cardona has not signed a deal with Tony Khan. Has offered him. This could change. So, woo. Let's find out, Mark. Let's find out together. I might go to bed a little. So if I'm not here tonight, good night. See you all soon. Love you. I'll see you after the new year, my friend. Oh, well done, probably. Maybe. I don't know. What's Darby saying? Darby said, let's go. Oi, oi. Oi, oi, Washington, D.C. An elite dream match. It's time for warfare, bruv. Oh, allow him to show us why his name is Will Ospreay. Because he's on another level like the devil. Are you on the square? Are you on the level? Are you ready to swear right here, right now, before the devil? That you're on the square. That you're on the level. Are you ready to stand right here, right now? Big up, man. Who do you think we'll get, if any surprises back soon? Daz, nice to see you, bro. Kyle Fletcher's doing really well, isn't he? Oh, Okada's still going to win. If he wins and he loses the last one, he's fun. Yeah, cool. Interesting. Kenny should be back in soon. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know, man. I don't know. MJF's here. Let's go. He's got his Jewish jacket on. He's rocking it. Hello, Ant and all. Hello, Todd. Lovely to see you. What surprises are we going to get? I don't know. Ozzy Osbourne. There we go. Surprise that was in the stream. Hi, Todd. Hi, Daz. Hello. I've not been back here in a while. It's lovely to have you back. It's almost like your dark goddess appears, and so does Todd. Hey, Todd. Your girl Julie Hart made an appearance last week. She is still extremely good looking. She is a beautiful woman indeed. Here we go. CEO. They've got some presents on the stage. CEO and some baubles. Nice. All right. Cool. I don't mind a bit of prop decoration. Where's Ant? He's here. He's here. I was like, sorry. I've been so busy. I've been recording videos. I've been writing up Christmas cards. I've just been busy. That's my girlfriend, Julia Hart. It certainly is. Last Sunday, a strong style evolved. I don't know who she beat. She's going up against Mina Shirakawa, isn't she, at World's End? I feel like she might lose. So, based on that, would it be worth losing tonight to Anna Jay? Actually would. I'm going to get Camille into cost of the title right now. Because AEW like to lose that title before they lose the other belts that they've put on people. Yeah, I think that'd be good. And it's running late. This is normal. And Maine, welcome back. Nothing's changed. Here's Anna Jay. Yo, is this a Christmas special thing or is that next week? I think it's a Christmas special. I don't know if next week is or not. I don't know if I won't be doing next week. I'll be hungover. I'll be drunk and hungover. MJF, better not disrespect my hometown in Washington DC. Reggie, baby. Oh, this is going to be a tough watch for you, my friend. Death Riders will lose tonight. Anna Jay has weak ass music. Hi, Anthony. Got fevers and 100 and get sick. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you feel better soon. And my Kiki, lovely to see you. You can be sure he will, Reggie. That's what he does. He does MJF insults every town he is. Here we go for the TBS Championship. Arena's looking all right. It's playing to a small arena, aren't they? It's fine. I know, Jay. His name is Will Ospreay because his mum gave him that name. It certainly is. It certainly is. What's been confirmed so far for World End? Mate, there's some banging matches, actually. But I think I'm going to be traveling that day, so I just think it's going to be impossible to do. When are the Death Riders defending the Trios title? Death Riders? I don't know, man. I don't know, Johnny. Could be tonight, could it? No. I don't know, man. I don't even know why they've got titles because they don't fight for them, so just get rid of them belts, eh? But at least focusing on other belts, unfortunately not the tag team division. TBS champion on the line. Look, it really feels like they're pushing the fact that the belt is on the line right here, so I'm here for that. Let's treat the belt with some respect, shall we, please? Everyone bow to the belt. Everyone bow to the belt. Bow to the belt, bow to the belt, bow to the Muso. Let's go. 8 people watching. Do us a solid, guys. I've got 8 people watching and only 5 likes. Hit the like button. Big disrespectful slap. Hi, Anthony. Thank you. It's Anna Jay from Washington. Crowd behind this. I won't be watching next week live too. I'll be getting pissed off. Absolutely, man. I'll be thinking of you, baby. Has anyone been to Washington, D.C. before? I've not, man. I'd love to go to Washington, D.C. one day. Why you have a little Christmas tree? Because it's Christmas, mate. Because it's Christmas, and so I've got my Christmas tree out. This is my festivities right here. No Paul needed, right? Lol. I'll put a ball up. I don't mind putting a ball up. I don't think it's 100%. Like I say, it wouldn't the way that if they're giving Mina Shirakawa the wing at World's End, which I suspect they might do, they're either going to have Camille cost Mercedes here, so she can lose the belt, and you have Camille again cost her at thingy, and then you can move into them two. Or I don't really think Anna Jay's ready for it at all. So I mean, I'd vote Mercedes, or you have Camille cost her at World's End, which is more likely. As I'm saying it, I'm like, oh yeah, that's what's happening. Cool. Can we have a poll, Ant? You've got it, my friend. You've got it, my brother. Hope you enjoy it, my friend. What is up, man? Here's solid for Ospreay and Darby tonight. Me too, man. You know, I wasn't going to bother streaming because I'm so busy. On Grimsim Labs, I've got like a bazillion videos to film because I'm going away to our lasses next week. Low knee drop on to Anna Jay. I've got a bazillion videos to film, and I was like, you know what? I need to just like give it a miss tonight. And then I was like, oh, but it's Darby and Will, so I'm going to watch it anyway. I was like, I'm just interested in that match. I mean, you know, they're both great, aren't they? So, 2 of my favorites. I don't know if the match is going to be any good because it's 2 faces going up against each other, and it's kind of difficult. But with the different styles they've got, I think it really could work nicely. We'll see what happens. You know what I mean? Renee Paquette is very welcome to be here in Washington, D.C. If she needs a place to stay over, Reggie's got his house open for Reggie, baby. A Will and Darby match should have a 25-minute time limit. No, because Darby would just get hurt, wouldn't he? Oh, code breaker. Backstabber. Reggie Wheeler, yes, I've been to Washington, D.C. 3 times. Nice, man. Nice. As Mercedes licking the air. What will we be doing next weekend? There'll be no one doing next week, man. It's Christmas Day, dude. So everyone is going to be celebrating. And everyone is going to be having a good time. Dan says he didn't see this. It's all good. How was it? Simon, you still love your job? Yeah, man, I'm enjoying my job. It's been a year now since I've had that job. I'm missing my work colleague. I'll say that much. She went on maternity in June, and so I've been by myself for 6 months, booking 2 venues of 1,000 plus capacities each. Pretty tough. Lots of contracting stuff to do, lots of checklisting stuff to do, lots of communication to do between companies. So getting there, but it has been tough. Hi, Reggie Wheeler. Good. Yeah, I think Ospreay is going to be a little cocky to heel it up, even though he's a face. Yes, man. Yes, exactly. I think it should be good. I think it's one of them where it's like let's watch and find out. Do you know what I mean? So yeah. So yeah, I had like 30 videos to film over the last 2 weeks, and my problem was a couple of games that I'm playing at the minute didn't have updates, and I wasn't sure if there was getting updates for Christmas and all this sort of stuff, which I have now. And then I had some really cool news because the devs reached out to me from one of the games, Storage Hunter Simulator, and loved my work, and they wanted me to have access to the beta so I could film some videos early, which was like, yes, achievement get, let's go. I did it. So that's cool. You know what I mean? That's really cool. And my channel's starting to like be seen by people. I'm really proud of that. I think that's what I'm most proud of, Todd, this year. That this other YouTube channel I've got going, I'm so proud of what I've done with it. It's been mental. Mone had a great match over the weekend for New Japan Pro Wrestling. Did you watch it, Johnny, man? Did you watch it? How was it, brother? How was it? Do you? Why? Why? What did I say? Because it's Christmas Day, man. Or do you think Darby versus Allin could main event? No. I want to show no. I want to say it's going to be quite nice to take a break from AEW for a week. I mean, I assume we'll all watch it during Boxing Day type thing, because that's what you do on Boxing Day, isn't it? And to be honest, I love watching wrestling on Boxing Day. To be honest, after Christmas, I always get into Royal Rumble season as well. So I want to move to the bed, down to the floor. Nice. Ooh, get it down there, man. Get it down there. Who's going to pin John Moxley for the AEW World Championship at World's End? No one, man. No one's pinning him. Moxley is keeping that title, baby. Moxley is keeping that title. I don't think Darby's winning it anymore, though. She's got Sleeper locked in. Nana Jay's got Sleeper locked in. I'll be honest with you, man. First of all, great crowd tonight. Second of all, good match. These two are doing really nice stuff together. We're seeing the best of Mercedes, and we're seeing Anna Jay bring it. Very impressed. And you know how I feel about Mercedes matches sometimes. She looks like she's got a bit of a black eye coming out there. She looks like she's being cracked in the eye. And do you think Darby versus Ospreay could main event? No, I think the Death Riders will. I think there's more story in that one. I think Darby and Ospreay will be the opening hour. I think that's part of the reason we're getting the women's match now. Backstabber. Anna's doing a good job, man. Go on, Anna. On Twitter, people say Mone has had better matches than Sasha Banks. Nah, Sasha Banks has had way more matches. I'd say so anyway. She had way more matches, and she did have some good matches in WWE. Oh, great. Goes for the double stomp. Hannah Jay's on top. Wow, blockbuster. 1, 2. And a kick out. Hi, Anthony. I'm feeling better on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Nice. I hope you are feeling better on Christmas Day and Christmas Eve. And I'm staying at home because co-workers don't get sick. Okay, man. Well, I hope you feel better soon. I hope you feel better soon, my brother. Yeah, I watched it. It was a great match. Nice, man. Nice. Good. As Santa Claus is coming to tune, I have some Newsy Brown with a crazy ginger. Nice. You got some Newcastle Brown ale. Nice. Coming to tune. Oh, nice. She's got the back heel kick on her on the top rope, holding her arms, flipping her over. What a bump there for Mercedes. Now taking her through, lifting her up. Hits the gory bomb. And she holds onto the bloody rope. Amazing stuff. Who do you think will win the Royal Rumble? Interesting. I don't know, because I really don't know the stories right now. I think even The Rock wins the Rumble, either The Rock or Cena. So who's got the belts? Cody and... Well, you need to do Rock Roman this year, don't you? So I think we'll do Rock Roman. So you don't need to have Rock win the Rumble. I guess you have Roman and Rock in the Rumble and they get each other out. That makes sense. There we go. Oh, beautiful neck breaker on the back rope. This is really good stuff. Oh, please don't mess it up. This is really good. Got the body scissors in. How have they put this together? Normally these two don't like put matches very well together sometimes. And it's really working well at the minute. Oh! Bank statement maker, Mercedes, the money maker. The crowd are on the feet. What a great match, man. Anna's going to the rope. She gets to the rope, goes on top, goes for the pin. Oh, go for the bridge up. She falls out a little bit, but it's okay. And she's getting him on her back for that Widowmaker. Oh, slamming her into the back of the ropes. This is really nicely done. And again, this just feels like a scrap, man. Here we go. Mercedes rolling back, up and over. Wow. Sunset bomb. Double knees to Anna Jay. Man, I tell you what, has Mercedes found her go again? Even the moneymaker there, even that moneymaker looked great, and that move doesn't always look great. Anna Jay's gone. What a good match. Didn't expect that. Mercedes, it seems like since that Chris Statlander match has found her go again. And that's part of the reason you didn't need to put the bloody belt on her straight away. Because it puts too much pressure on. That was a really good match from both of them. That was Anna Jay's best match she's ever had, by far. And Mercedes did a really damn good job. Well done, ladies. Oh, Mercedes only with 50%. Wow. What are you doing on Christmas Day? I'm going to our lasses, mate. I'm gonna open up the presents for the kids in the morning. Me and our lass I'm looking forward more to Christmas Eve, let me tell you. I've got a real nice Christmas Eve planned. We're off to an Italian meal. Oh, yes. Go for a nice Italian. And then we're off to cinema to go watch Terrifier 3. It's a terrifying Christmas and Christmas holiday. What the rest of I say? I told you guys we had no problems yet. Do you think the AEW needs to change? We stopped you from poisoning a man. Who's going to poison Orange Cassidy? There we go. Tag the Claudia I assume they're going to put someone else with them to have a trios match at Wrestle Dream, maybe? Not clear for the rest of the... Yeah. It will not be good for your family. January 1st and North Carolina. I will be there. We'll fight with Death Riders. They're not coming alone. Who are they going to have with them? Darby, maybe? Darby? Although I believe there is a good chance The Rock won't be wrestling at Mania, which in that case it would be Cena. Cena versus Gunther, I could see happening as a Cena last match thing. And I can actually see Cena taking the belt. I think they want Cena to have Ric Flair's record. I've always thought that. And I think that we'll do it before thingy. So, yeah. It'd be good, though. I mean, WWE TV is going to be good in the next 4 months, let me tell you. With the return of Cena, I think that'll be great. I think the build-up to Mania this year will be really good. And the build-up to Mania the last year was really good as well. So, yeah. Cody and Gunther have belts, and thanks, Dasman. Thanks, Dasman. JF out now. Should we not see as much of my face? Should we do this? We prefer this, don't we? What's this one? There we go. Hey, get the people. Give the people what they want. You don't like me? Hi, guys. Says MJF. That's nice. I like that. I like that one. If he wanted to be in Washington DC, he would have signed with AEW. He would have been part of Washington Wizards. I don't know what that means. I assume they're some sort of soccer team. The first Raw on Netflix, we're getting Seth versus Roman. Nice, man. Nice. So it's good. That's good. It'll be good. That nice opening start to the night. I know, right? It was a bloody good match. The first Raw on Netflix, Seth versus Punk. They're playing in a smaller arena. They've got a better atmosphere, better audience. It works, man. Of the year, where the day bells are going and Christmas is showing, and I do it's the most wonderful. Happy Hanukkah, everyone. Santa's not real. Don't be so stupid. I'm going to watch Steelers versus Chiefs football game on Saturday. Nice, man. On Christmas Day. Nice. Enjoy. My first Raw. That first Raw is going to be insane. Yeah, man, it will be. It will be. Santa chants in the crowd. A little girl's chanting Santa. Santa going to come out and kick his ass, I hope so. Oh, he's laying into the Santa. Heels go after Santa. He had a really crap comeback though to that. He's feeling very philanthropic. The fundraiser that they started. Who won? It was Mercedes. It was really good though. What up, brother? Long time no chat. Straight, Mikey. Nice to see you back in the chat, brother. How are you doing, man? How are you doing? MJF better watch his mouth in my home. Mate, you got kick his ass. Gonna lose my cool. What's the music? And Wizards of basketball, but I would not expect you to know that, bro. Thanks, man. I didn't know that. Thanks, man. MJF couldn't play basketball. He's too short. Reggie's angry. MJF, watch your mouth. A small child sitting across from me. Oh. He needs food. And that small child is Adam Cole, baby, and he's got a version. That's hilarious. Oh man, what are them balls doing? Who's edited that photo with them testicles, man? Come on. A small yellow baby. Scan the QR code. So you can buy the World's End pay-per-view this Saturday. Man, I've been working so much. I've been scheduled for Wednesday nights for the past few months, but now all is good. How have you been doing? Man, I've been good, man. I've been good. Life has been good. Busy. Got a new YouTube channel. It's been really busy. Wants to put the small yellow child out of misery. Love MJF. Completely agree with him. He's better than us. MJF is the man. He certainly is. Best heel in the biz. If only Tony Khan knew how to use him. Yeah. I think Tony Khan, they need some writers, but whatever. Here we go, MJF. He's not yellow, look. I had a meeting with Tony Khan. Probably had a hug. If you want to grab it before the bell rings, you're going to have to. There's going to be two men that are going to be there to make sure it doesn't happen. And instead of it being Roderick Strong and thingy, it's David and Bennett. Boom. He'll finish this at World's End. Okay. Cool. Fine. There's another thing that you wanted to say. What is this? Am I kicking your ass yet? Oh, it's because it's pre-taped. Boom. And Cole attacking from behind. MJF is full of crap. It is. MJF still does an amazing promo, bro, regardless of our logical feud. Yeah, man. He is amazing. However, you're right. It's a completely illogical feud. Like that moment there. I've got two people who are going to be stood with me. We've had this whole story where he's been fighting Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong, and they're going to be standing with him. And no, it's not. It's David Ben. Did MJF spit in facts? That's right. MJF is the true Freddy baby. Over the past few months, I've been paying attention and listening to reviews. Man, has AEW fallen off so bad? Tony Khan is to blame, no doubt. I love AEW. Die hard since day one and forever will be. They need help. Yeah, well, you can also blame Tony Khan for when you loved AEW as well, though, is what I'd say. I don't necessarily blame Tony Khan like that. Because I just think, like, he's also the reason that we all loved AEW. You know what I mean? So, yeah, there's the facts. Oh, Jimmy Hit is amazing. Oh, this is on Collision. Oh, the lights went out. Was it Julie Hart? It's Julie Hart. Julie Hart's back. Oh, my God, she looks gorgeous. Oh, DDT. Oh, man. What are they doing with Jimmy Hit and Julie Hart? What are they doing? You can't fight what you don't see, says Jeremy. She sees it for exactly what she's a coward. And then she was beat when she was tired. It's a classless move, Julia. Here's her message here. What's the message? She's going to serve her a dish best serves cold. And then drop her on her head. Haterade. Fight for the Fallen. When's this? See you then, mate. Is that next week? I'll be watching it. It is. Oh, mate, I'll pay it. January the 1st. It's a New Year show. Don't know if I'll be able to cover it on the channel because I'll be drunk, won't I? No, I'll be going to wedding next day. Maybe I can do it. I don't know. We'll see. See what's happening with the kids, isn't it? I completely agree. Mikey now in the same. Ironically, he is becoming like Vince was towards the end. It's not that bad at all. I don't care what MJF says. He will pay for this. There we go. Reggie's going to go and kick that. Oh, Kenny Omega. Yeah, Kenny should be showing up because he's going fighting in New Japan, isn't he? MJF is the face in this feud for me. Yeah, he is, man. I mean, he is. I mean, I don't know what they're playing at. It's a big mistake doing what they did. Shazam! Woo! There's no face or heel in this feud. This feud makes no sense anymore. It didn't make sense from the start, let's be honest with you, when Adam Cole came back. I so love her, says Todd. Yeah, man, she's gorgeous. Well, he is mostly Kenny Omega. Because he's fighting at the Tokyo Dome, isn't he? Back soon to AEW. Homecoming in Tokyo. Well, he's mostly to blame, but there is also other issues too, like Christopher Daniels probably not talking to Tony Khan about Phoenix. Injuries, and Tony Khan did not really know. I don't know, just confusing. I mean, I don't know about Christopher Daniels. The whole Phoenix thing is like quite complicated. I think it's quite complicated because I think there's like, I think Gage looking good. I think it's really complicated. Nick Wayne, excuse me. I think it's really complicated. I think we need to find out what Phoenix says, what Tony Khan's rebuttal is. It sounds like it's about medical care, but AEW doesn't work the same as WWE, and both have advantages and both have disadvantages. I think it's really complicated, and I don't think we can. I think it's a bit like All Out. I think you'd actually, if you was to side with one side, I think it'd be the wrong thing to do because we don't know the details. You know what I mean? All we've heard is that Phoenix is pissed off with Tony Khan, but sometimes in life, guess what? You get pissed off by your boss. Whether it's right or wrong, we don't know. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? Thank you, Adam Cole. Thank you, baby. Adam Cole, my hero. Hello, the Ginger Santa is here. Glad to see me. It's lovely to see you, Alpha Ginger. How are you doing? Adam Cole's a shill, mate. Yes, he is. Yo, the Alpha Beta Ginger is in the house. Let's say hello to Alpha Beta Ginger. Let's go. Nice. A question for you all. Adam Cole is so talented, but since he came to AEW, he's not done much. But people do not realize if he was in WWE, he would be a manager. Would be worse in WWE. Interesting. I don't know. I tell you what is interesting though, Straight Edge Magic. How about I bring you a little festive treat early on? How about we introduce a guest to this episode? Someone that can come and deliver the presents, come on his sleigh, and drop him off down the chimney as he's coming in. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage my friend and yours. It's only bloody Dan. I pressed the button and it didn't work. There he is.
It's only Dan. It's only Dan.
It's not just Dan. I didn't
with it, but he's going to try to put on more of a sounding of excitement. I will be excited, actually. There's some good cut. I've missed the start of the show. Completely missed the start of the show. That's why I haven't been on with you. But
guess what, dude? You missed a really good match.
Mercedes and Anna.
Really, really, really good.
That's good to hear. I'm not really surprised about that, to be honest with you. Like, they've had time to build, and I would hope that they got to spend some time together as well, because it's a good showcase for the pair of them, you know. And Mercedes is, I think we should see Mercedes wrestling more and winning more on television.
I feel like since the last pay-per-view, since that like long match with Statlander that was really good, I feel like that she's found a rhythm again.
I know her and Hazuki had I haven't seen it, but I was told that her and Hazuki had a freaking stormer of a match at the New Japan show at the weekend.
Yeah,
it doesn't surprise me, to be honest with you. Hazuki's incredible. Someone that is on my 2025 list to bring in to Eve. Absolutely.
Wow. So if you guys want to watch Hazuki, you know where to subscribe. In the link in the description, there is a link.
Well, hopefully, Stardom is actually where you want to subscribe if you want to watch Hazuki now. If you want to see Hazuki get into, wrestle some of the Eve talents, then yes, Eve is the place where you should be subscribing.
There you go.
I mean, even on the basis that I'm just going to completely name drop here, we're going to be watching one of the producers of Eve in a match coming up shortly. So, you know.
A producer of Eve. Who's one of the producers of Eve, Dan? Do let us know.
Who could one of them be? I don't know. I'm assuming it's a Brit. I would imagine.
Yeah. Jamie Hayter's already been. She's not fighting tonight. It's not Jamie Hayter, is it?
No, it's not Jamie Hayter. No, he's a male. Another male.
You can. It's a Pac.
Is Pac wrestling tonight? Is he in a trios match?
He is. Yes, he is.
Is that the main? I saw a brief rundown, but I couldn't really take it all in. Mr. Will Ospreay, of course, as you know, my friend and yours.
Will Ospreay is a producer for Pro Wrestling Eve. That is so freaking cool. So if you guys want to see the best wrestling talent out there, there's a reason that Will Ospreay subscribes to Dan and the work that they're doing over at Pro Wrestling Eve. And he was at the show I was at, wasn't he? He was.
He was producing at that show. Yeah.
There you go, man.
So
and that was one of the best matches of the year was that I saw was at that show.
Yeah, I've got Robbie, who's our director and edit. Well, he's co-director because Will is also a director on the new shows as well of the live stream. He's doing really good work. Nice. Honestly, since he's gotten more involved, the quality has just gone up another level. You know, he's brought in a lot more of one cam shots following things, not nice. Getting people to. It was just. If you can get an opportunity to watch the main event presentation from our last event between Sky Smith and Nina Samuels, little things that he added into the presentation, but even that started before the match themselves, before the introductions. He's got a great mind. It's one of those things where Will is going to be one of those guys that even when he is done wrestling, he's going to be helping to create the best matches by his producing and by his directing of the shows.
Incredible. Well, because he's such a performer and he knows how to perform in the ring, not just like wrestling, but like as a true performer, which I feel like so many more wrestlers could do with. You can understand how that would lend itself into that sort of producing and directing role.
Well, that's the thing. Like you could take. You could give anyone else Will's moveset if they could do it and put them in the match, and it still won't be a Will Ospreay match because the moveset it's not just about the moves, it's about the bits in between the moves.
Of course.
And Will gets that. And all the great wrestlers that people like to make a career off creating podcasts to crap all over, they're only out there and great and popular because they connected with an audience. Mm-hmm. And it's not the moves that connect with an audience. The moves are like fireworks. It's everything else. So, Katsuyori, Shibata, and Christian tagging in.
Yeah, man, they're facing off against each other. I'm going to get to some comments. Thanks for joining me, though, Dan. I do appreciate it, man.
No, thanks for having us, especially in my current state. I don't know when we'll get to do this again. So,
I'm not going to be streaming
sure that we got to do it, one more time.
Yeah, man, cool. Have you got any plans? Is this you saying that you can't do it in 25?
It's quite probable I won't be able to.
No, Dan's clearly got a new project that doesn't include Give Me a Whole Year. So let's.
I will be able to do other stuff for Give Me a Whole Year.
Oh, okay, interesting.
I just probably won't be able to do anything to do with regards to. Yeah.
Wow, that's cool. Right, let's move on. There's only 5 people watching, so don't worry, it won't get out.
Yeah,
that's big. That's big. That's freaking awesome, and I can't wait to talk to you after the stream about it. Mikey, yes, for the first year, once Triple H took over, I believe he would have been upper mid card at least. Cole's been injured about half the time he's been with the company. Hard to do a lot when you're out for a year. Wow, yeah, well, it certainly is. Evening says Dan, Kenny Omega return match should be in AEW, not New Japan Pro Wrestling. Again, easy for us to say as fans, not necessarily as easy to say if you're promoting a wrestling company. If he's got a relationship with New Japan, which he does have, and we've seen New Japan talent, that might have been the stipulation over something that we was rewarded with at Forbidden Door or something like that. So there's sort of a much bigger picture, I think, than just sort of reading into it straight away. Does that make sense?
There's also, for the most part, right, a lot of the relationship between New Japan and AEW. You know, like AEW had a lot, you know, of the talent come over from New Japan, and AEW's schedule is a lot more demanding because of the live aspect.
Yeah.
So, you know, at some point, you know, the AEW are going to want to make sure that they make sure that New Japan know how much that they also value the relationship, right?
Absolutely.
And, you know, Kenny, end of the day, like New Japan is, you know, he was really kind of like built in DDT, but he was forged in New Japan.
That's right. Yeah.
And, you know, and that means the world to him. Japan as a country means the world to him. And I'm sure that, like, you know, that match and coming back, especially after something like this, when, you know, it could have been a career ender for him, you know, and he gets to come back and he gets to perform, you know, in Japan for New Japan, a show that matters at a time when, you know, New Japan's business isn't as hot as it was, and he can help, you know, garner some more interest. So, you know, it's a win-win for everyone, you know, it really is.
I think it's also, you know, just because they're returning as well, you can't, if there's not a place for Kenny at this point and they're looking at telling another part of the story and they're potentially waiting for the Bucks to come back to redo the Elite with Moxley, all this sort of stuff that's playing out on screen, like, we don't just need to force Kenny back in. Do you know what I mean?
No, I mean, I'm sure that, like, they'll have a plan, and I think the fact that, you know, he's not involved in anything on screen right now also helps the New Japan match, because they haven't got to think about this, that, or the other in terms of what's going into it. They can just focus on doing what they want to do. You know, that is wrestler and producer. Yeah, I think it's great. I think it's, you know, the idea of, like, you know, he should do his return match for AEW, not New Japan. It's like, well, why? Like, that's the bit I like. Why? It's not about, because to me that almost screams like tribalism, and that doesn't benefit anyone.
No.
You know, like it doesn't benefit. Like, there's nothing wrong with him having a match with New Japan. They are partners of AEW, and they are without New Japan, AEW might not even have existed.
There we go. Yeah, there we go. Now, I suspect that that's not what Jim Cornette's reaction is going to be to it, but there we go. He's got his comment.
Yeah, Jim Cornette's reaction will be whatever he needs to react in order to gain, to make his followers. Do you know what AEW has done an amazing job of? Giving older guys jobs and making them money.
Yeah, man. Eric Bischoff, Jim Cornette.
Right? There's so many of them. Like, and it really is. It's creating that, a lot of business for a lot of people. So a lot of people have got to care about it, for a lot of people to want to hate on it, There
we go. Yeah, absolutely.
And listen to people hate on it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because there's not as many people listening to the hate as there is watching the thing. So yeah, it's good for wrestling in general.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when does Christian cash this in? It doesn't make sense for him to cash in on Moxley. So he has to wait for a face to take it off Moxley. So my thing, Jeff, was that Darby had beat Mox at some point. They'll build it up to maybe All In. And then Christian will cash in straight away and lose. And it'll be a real sort of way to cement Darby as a future champion. And a good way to cement him as a future champion. Not only does he beat Mox, but he defeats the cash-in, and we go on to a story from there. Now, I don't think they're going to give the title to Darby because he's climbing Mount Everest in March, which is amazing, by the way. Again, like, people saying he shouldn't be doing it, like they're taking him off TV and stuff. He's going to get a lot of attention. We looked in last week's episode at how many celebrities have climbed Mount Everest. And there's not many, man. There's not many. And Darby is going to be on that list. And Darby has said in the press conference he is taking an AEW flag up to the top of Mount Everest and planting it there. All I'm going to say is I hope they've got a film crew with him or someone to film this parts of this experience.
I always you sometimes see like this person's climbed Mount Everest and they're like, oh my god, well done, and I'm like, can we give some credit to the film crew that's gone up as well?
Absolutely,
Like,
yeah.
they've also climbed Mount Everest
While holding a camera,
right?
He goes with his 80s camcorder.
Well, there was do you remember the guy? If anyone doesn't know this name, look up Fred Dibner. And Fred Dibner was he's close to your neck of the woods. He's a northerner. He's passed away now, but he would take down chimneys, and this is from like the 70s, and there's some amazing videos of him doing that. And and the big thing that people were like, I can't believe you climb up this ladder, and it'd just be one ladder, and he'd be climbing up the ridiculous height. And then there's this video of like a BBC crew up at the top with him, and it's just like, can we give some credit to the BBC crew that also had to climb this ridiculous thing and get to that height?
Yeah.
Seriously, it's tremendous viewing. Fred Dibner, look him up.
Fred Dibner, there we go. I'll tell you what, it is amazing, and I do think that a lot of, especially nature documentaries now, are giving a lot of credit to the crews for the work that they're putting into stuff.
Yes, as they should.
And so they should, yeah. You've now seen like your big sort of beautiful Shibata and Nick Wayne are doing amazing stuff here.
Also, can I just throw out? Look at the size that Nick Wayne has put on. He's really filling out.
Right.
Okay. Like
he look different.
Yeah, he's filling out. I mean, don't get wrong. He's still like a cruiserweight. But like but you look at the body on him. He is absolutely filling out.
He's got huge potential.
He looks really good. The gear is good on him as well.
Yeah.
And we got to remember as well, I think he's 21. Like, he's still a baby, you know, he's still so young.
And look at that, man. Look at even the facial expressions and stuff that he's doing there. It's great. Cool. Straight Edge Mikey, true, I agree. Cole's injuries hurt him, but I think either way, I just hope Cole gets back to his old NXT black and gold days. We'll see, man. I mean, it's hard because he had a lot of momentum back then, and he was one of the biggest things in a smaller company as well, and stuff like that. So there's so much to Adam Cole but we'll see. I have heard rumors that they're wanting to make Dynamite 3 hours. Is that a rumor that you've heard?
No nothing in a way that I would listen to.
Okay. I don't know what it was. It must have been.
I mean, it could be true. I'm just saying it's nothing that I've heard in a way that I would listen to.
There was something. It was something I can't remember. It was probably just a Facebook post. I don't follow it as much as I used to. I'm too busy. Cole's not going to get into a good story until this one ends. Hopefully, with this match. The problem is, I don't think it will end with this match because I think MJF's winning, and I think they want Cole to get the win in the end. So I think this is going to be very 50-50 booking.
That was a really good roll up there. Like that, those legs were properly stacked.
Yeah. Nice. This is what you call a special guest. Sorry,
I thought Excalibur said Chris Sabian instead of Kip Sabian. I could be wrong. I could be hearing things. It's quite funny, actually. I've been uploading some of the gets caught going for the Oz cutter from the corner. Shibata's got the choke and he's going out. Nick Wayne is going out.
Mama Wayne coming on. Oh, great kick.
Sabian
this is
caught.
really
Sabian's
good again.
In the red rum. Christian from behind. Right to the eyes while Mother Wayne distracts the ref. There's the I don't know what he calls it anymore. Kill switch.
Kill switch, yeah.
Nick Wayne is pulled over the top of Shibata. This will be it. 1, 2, 3. Nick Wayne and Christian Cage get the win.
what a great show, man. 2 great matches already. Some nice promos.
Well, there's a new episode. I like to listen to Jim Ross's podcast. I like this. There's a few of those Conrad's podcasts that I enjoy listening to.
I enjoy Conrad.
Jim Ross, Jeff Jarrett, and JBL's doing one at the moment, filling in for Bruce Pritchard, which is great.
Yeah,
the current episode,
Bruce Pritchard originally did a wonderful job as well, to be fair.
I really enjoyed Bruce Pritchard's one.
Yeah.
If you're able to read between the lines on a lot of stuff as well, stuff is really, really good. Like it's even better if you can read between the lines.
Mhm.
There's an episode right now of Jim Ross, and it's about Christian and about, you know, the disdain really that Vince McMahon had for him. You know, they talk about a lot of the rumors from back in the day that with regards to how Vince felt about Christian. And Jim Ross saying it wasn't a surprise that when Christian had the opportunity to go to TNA, he took it. It wasn't a surprise when Christian had the opportunity to go to AEW that he took it. You know, like most of us would have heard the rumor about that Vince apparently wanted to cover up, you know, Christian's face with a blue dot anytime he was performing on TV. And Jim Ross confirms, yeah, no, that's true. That is something that Vince wanted to do.
What a prick.
Yeah, which is crazy, is we're advertising Mark Briscoe versus the Beast Mortos for Collision. You know what? What a freaking... I love Beast Mortos. I love Mark Briscoe. Sign me the F up for Mark Briscoe versus Beast Mortos.
Well, if we're signing you up for that, how about we sign you up as well for the Beast Mortos versus Shelton Benjamin? Are you into that?
Oh, absolutely. Shelton Benjamin getting to do what he's doing on TV. For anyone that watched Shelton Benjamin's international exploits, they won't be surprised about what they're seeing on television right now. But to be able to see Shelton Benjamin do this level of work, have this amount of time on television doing these matches, it's so wonderful to see. You know, like this,
really good.
I really think this the tournament that they're doing, the round robin, it's great. If anything, I kind of wish that there was maybe one or two less headliners in there, and a couple of more youngers. Do you know what I mean? So because we're seeing such great opportunities given, but I understand why. I completely understand why. But yeah, we're seeing so, you know, good stuff from guys like Mortos and you know, now Commander's in there as well. So we get a wonderful video of Chris Jericho going around New York.
Looks like he's trying to do something else, Dan. He seems to be staying away from the learning tree at the minute. So,
Jericho,
yeah.
Well, if there's one thing that everyone knows about Jericho, is there ever been a better guy for reinventing yourself than Chris Jericho?
No.
Oh,
dude, I love these, by the way.
What's the match graphics, the comic style match graphics?
No, the Bandido.
The Bandido. Right.
It's not. It's a video package. Did you see it last week?
I did see it last week.
It was really fun.
I think you were a couple of seconds behind me because the reason why I said the match graphic was because that was what was on my screen when you said I love these.
Right. No, I sort of wanted Bandido, and I was like, "Whoa, we get to continue. We get to see what he did after defeating them guys, which I loved."
Well, I'm assuming he's back on next week's show then, you know, because they've told the stories with the vignettes, and now it's, or maybe not. Maybe we're just going to a couple more weeks of that. But Harley Cameron, do you know what? There should be, if you look in the dictionary under the word personality, there should be a picture of Harley Cameron.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. She is great. They need to give her more to do, but they need to give her her own platform to do it. Oh, that's great. Feel the
Sorry, it just come up Will's bruv shirt. So I was with Will last week, and I said the word bruv because that's how I talk. And I was just like, man, I was like, I hate freaking this. I said, I say it to you, and people think that I'm freaking copying you. And he goes, in America, he goes, they think I made up the word. Now, it's true. Now,
right.
Will and I, like, we're both Essex.
That's how you talk, yeah.
Right, that's it. It's an East London, Essex, and a little bit of Suffolk as well, like saying. That is just a common thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's a bit like me.
America, he said so many people think he's made up bruv, B-R-U-V. They're like, oh, you've made that up, haven't you? Like,
I've had it on Grim Sim Labs because, like, obviously I start each episode with A up, and everyone's like, "What's this A up? What is this new greeting?" I'm like, "I'm just a Yorkshire lad. It's just what we say."
A up, right? My favorite rumor that wasn't true. My all-time favorite rumor was that when Pac signed for WWE, that his WWE name was going to be YI Man. right? Because of course he's
why
man. Yeah, exactly. Man. Yeah,
from the tune.
Right. And I was because that's where he's from. He's a Newcastle. He's a Geordie.
Yeah.
So when I read that, my wife and I were like, please let that be true. Let him be YI man.
YI. Oh, you should actually. People should play into the accents more. I've learned that actually as we sort of because I mean with this podcast it was always Hull and it was Huller, and it works.
Yeah.
And people should absolutely. For years, I think when I was training to be an actor, like when you train to be an actor, the old style used to be they used to strip you back so that you're all this sort of plain speaking the Queen's English. That's sort of the traditional style of being an actor. And actually, it's moved on completely now. And it's like, no, you lean into your heritage, you lean into your dialect. You don't try and get rid of your accent because actually that's what makes you unique,
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, I can imagine that.
We're going to into some comments. Can you get a vote? You had a vote. Hello, yes, how's Eve been doing, Dan? Straight edge ask.
Yeah, we're heading towards Wrestle Queendom.
I know, right? It's really early January, isn't it?
January the 10th, Friday, January the 10th, Wrestle Queendom. We are combining. When I say combining, it's not going to be unified, but it's a one-night tournament. Both singles championships are on the line, as is the She-One Ace of Eve. It's the ultimate She-One, 8 women, 2 titles, 1 trophy.
You're doing She-One at Wrestle Queendom this year?
Yep. It's everything all in one. One woman is going to walk away with absolutely everything.
Dude, you crazy. That's like putting a Royal Rumble on at WrestleMania.
Right.
That's like, if you want to watch everything that Eve is, this Wrestle Queendom 6, I think it is it? Dan?
7.
Oh, shoot.
Because I kept telling Emily it was 8.
Oh,
it was nuts.
Wow.
And she was doing... But yeah, this is Wrestle Queendom 7.
That is the way to introduce people to pro wrestling. Eve. Wrestle Queendom 7 with a She-One and the Ace of Eve. Wow, it's going to be amazing.
It will. It's great. Looking forward to it. We've now got Mariah May on screen right now.
Mm. Oh, Tony Storm, man, great work. Love what Tony Storm's been doing last week. This whole Tony Storm is elite thing, amazing.
I like it. Bring more personality. Listen, it's engaging, right? That's the key word. Anything that you see is what you're watching engaging. If what you're watching is engaging, then it's working. Absolutely. And I'm seeing a lot of engagement into this Tony Storm story.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, because it like where is she going to go with it? There is intrigue into it, and
there's going to be lots of little Easter eggs, and involved in the performances.
Yeah.
And so we're going to be looking out for those little details and those Easter eggs, to help us move along. We're going to get physical, QR codes, if you will, where we're going to try to follow every single, hint that's thrown in a direction every time we watch or every time we listen to her.
I'm here for it.
Yeah, absolutely. Great engagement, great development. Really looking forward to it.
And again, I watched the matches. I went and watched the Rampage match, which I don't normally do. And there wasn't a lot in the match, but there was a lot of, like you said, Easter eggs of stuff. From the sort of close up to suddenly the Rock sign and stuff like that. But it all feels a little bit fake or disjointed in the perfect way, and it's just great. Loving it. Can I get a vote, please? Hassan, you can. Are you still? Oh, you're still with us. You just froze. Cool.
Well, we haven't got anything to vote at the moment. We've got a in-ring promo from Ricochet or in-ring interview Ricochet. Will MVP and Co. show up?
Will MVP?
I saw Dynamite, of course, last week, and I saw Ricochet's backstage promo, and I was like, yes, we get to see personality from him that's more than just a generic say this backstage promo. Mm-hmm. We're because for all his time in WWE, I feel like we never got to see Ricochet show his acting chops, show what he can do as a personality.
Well, I'd say I must have missed that, Dan, because I didn't really see that. But at the same time, when you're streaming, you miss promos and stuff like that anyway. So, But yeah, I want to see it more.
And that's what Tony's asking him about Ricochet's change of attitude and how he's got the MVP card. Okay.
Here we go. Hurt Business coming out. Johnny, hello.
Hurt Syndicate.
Hurt Syndicate. Is that not what? Yes. Did I say Hurt Business?
You may have.
Yeah. Still,
do you know what? Ricochet just saying there, don't I look good in this suit? Or words to that effect. And the truth is, goddamn, yeah, he does look great in that suit.
Hell yeah. And
you know what? Whether you give me Ricochet versus Hurt Syndicate or you give me Ricochet in Hurt Syndicate, I mean, I'm interested. It's different. And even though I'm sure we probably got Ricochet versus Lashley in WWE at some point, I bet you weren't what we're going to get in AEW.
Well, exactly, and it's also partly because they'll give it time, and it feels like a bigger deal. So yeah.
Oh, we got Benjamin and Mortos up next. That's the next match. That's fantastic.
Yeah,
I didn't realize.
Yeah. Hello, and yes, my feelings do match my name when I see AEW. I'm glad you're horny for AEW. Did Christian Cage disrespect my home? Reggie, probably yes. Like if you haven't, everyone, it would help us out if you do like the podcast. And go support Pro Wrestling Eve. You'll be able to probably watch a part of Wrestle Queendom maybe for free. I'm not telling you can't. I mean, it's up to Dan, isn't it? But there is free parts of shows that you can watch. So and there's absolutely tons of content on there you can watch for free. So go and check it out. It's in the link below. And no better place for Omega to make his comeback. That's about the New Japan show. Hello, can't wait for my fight of the weekend. I'm going to destroy this Dosser. Is Tyson Fury in a fight? I don't even know. Yusaike will win.
This is interesting. They're making it like Ricochet is sucking up to the Hurt Syndicate. And they're a bit annoyed by him. This is interesting. This is not the way I was expecting this to go.
Let me see the business card. Is he going to take the card back?
So MVP asking Ricochet to look at his business card. Oh, Lashley grabbing Ricochet.
Yeah,
MVP
man.
taking the card back and tearing it up.
Nobody likes a kiss ass. Like it, man.
MVP saying to Ricochet, nobody likes a kiss ass. That's interesting. I wasn't expecting this. I wasn't expecting this. This is intriguing. And then telling Ricochet to leave. This is interesting. What do you make of this, Ant?
I don't know, man. I mean, it's completely not what I expected. I mean, I think it puts over the Hurt Syndicate so much. Like, they've basically just turned away one of the bigger names to have potentially joined them.
Yeah.
And said, actually, no, we're not dealing with that. I think it hurts.
Ricochet's not coming across like a baby in that, but these guys are certainly villains, and I'm all okay with it because what we want is engaging characters. We don't always have to go down the route of this guy's a baby and this guy's a villain. We just need to be able to follow the story and their motives.
Here comes the Beast Mortos. Interesting that we're going for
give
that
me
as well,
a pay-per-view of Beast Mortos working everyone, and I will give you $40 to watch it.
Didn't they do Beast Mortos vs. Hologram? And I didn't like it.
Yeah, it was great.
I didn't like
2 out of 3 falls.
Yeah.
This guy is, correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe this guy's non-wrestling job is that he's a lawyer.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sweet. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Like he posted his graduation from law school picture
nice.
Recently.
Congrats to him. Darby will fill it himself and make his own video. Hello there, Wizard of Eve. Hello, everyone. Hello, UK fans. The best. Hello. Hope you're doing good. CM Skunk says, hi. I hit the cancel Collision and turned Dynamite for 3 hours. That's what I heard, but I don't know how reputable the source is. They can barely book Dynamite good for 2 hours or get people in the seats for a show. Yeah, they've got a really good crowd today, though, in terms of seems like they've either curtained off the venue, which I think they might have done because I did see a load of floor standing curtains backstage when Jamie Hayter was cutting a promo.
Well, they're also changing the types of venues that they're getting, which I think is good.
Oh, hell yeah.
You know,
hell yeah.
give me more unique and varied, venues, which I also think will help make AEW look even more, alternative.
Yes, I think for me. It's the size. It's the sound. The sound in these bigger venues gets lost, and they don't capture it. Whereas in this crowd sounds great tonight. Hey, observing, nice to see you, brother. Dan is the most special of the special guests around, besides the legend himself, me. Nice. AEW, I feel, will rebound and start getting back on track in 2025. Mikey, I feel like I've said that for the past 2 years, though. Jake, true, but I've got this gut feeling it'll turn around. I've not felt like it'll be in the past few years, but I feel it would be great in 2025. Well, let's hope so. Yo, somebody has got to let me know, is MJF in Happy Gilmore 2 and Scream 7? He's in Happy Gilmore 2. I didn't know he was in Scream 7. Maybe. Jake says yes, he is. Harley Cameron is so good. She's like how Chelsea Green is on WWE. So funny and entertaining, says Deadpool Party.
Yeah, and this is great. That's really good because they are, but they're also so different to one another.
Yeah, man. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But I can see why people would compare the two.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. What's everyone's favorite Christmas song? For me, it's Run Rudolph. I don't know. Man.
Lovely. Shelton Benjamin after crotching Beast Mortos on the top rope, hits that run up like a shotgun knee, sends Mortos to the floor
off the apron.
And I think they've gone to commercials in the States, but we're watching on Triller, which means it carries on for us.
It carries on for us. Man, I love women's wrestling, says Straight Edge Mikey. We need more women's wrestling in AEW. I wish it would turn Friday night Rampage just all women's wrestling.
It'd be great to have an all-women's show. I really do. Oh, for both AEW and WWE, they both have a volume of talent to be able to do that. WWE, of course, have now introduced 2 mid-card titles. So you've got 5 women's championships, which is a lot. And I always think that with championships, the key thing isn't the championship; it's setting up the challengers and making the championship matches mean something. And if you've got 5 women's championships, then then you need to be able to give time to develop the challengers of those championships. So it'd be really good to see WWE do an all-women's show as well.
Certainly would. It's a shame that Evolution didn't become an annual thing, to be honest with you.
It is a shame.
I
wish I understood why that is.
Well, did they do 2 or was it just 1?
1.
And that was obviously as a.
They did 2, like Mae Young Classics.
Yes.
1 Evolution pay-per-view.
Right, because obviously they had the reason for that was because of the Saudi show, wasn't it? Because the first Saudi show didn't have any women's wrestlers on it. Yeah,
it was kind of like to try to balance stuff out.
Yeah, but they could certainly do with it again, I think. Thank you for the donation, Jeremy. Appreciate it, man. It helps us pay for the StreamYards. What we want is Sasha get Ricochet off the ship. You've already seen Sasha, man. She was in the first match, and let me tell you, Jeremy, she put on one of the best matches she's had in AEW with Anna Jay. It was really, really solid.
And
certainly on Dynamite.
Yeah, no, definitely big thank you as well on the $2 tip. Like I say, go towards StreamYards. StreamYards has just gone up as well. I think I'm paying like 33 quid a month for StreamYards now. So it's quite expensive. So all those super chats to make those comments be able to come up on screen and to be able to respond to you all is all very useful and appreciated.
Seriously, thank you so much, Jeremy. Appreciate you, love. I'd give you a poem, but I'm too tired. I'll give you a quick poem. Jeremy likes a poem whenever he sends a super chat in. Mama just killed a man, put a gun against his head, pulled the trigger. Now he's dead. And that was originally a poem written by me.
I remember.
Say again, sorry?
I said I remember when you came up with it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it was genius by me. Genius. Keep Sasha off our TVs. Anything to do with her is a toilet break time. Mate, it was a great match at the start of the show. They made Ricochet look like a stan and a bitch. Damn. I don't think he looked too bad, though.
The thing is, it's like what we don't know is where they're going with it. We've never seen Ricochet in anything quite like this.
No.
So I'm, I want to see where they're going with it.
And an interesting direction for the Hurt Syndicate as well.
It is.
I vote for Shelton Benjamin. Boo, Jeremy. No one wants Sasha. We want Mariah May.
Power slam, snap power slam from Mortos to Shelton gets 2.
I do think AEW's women's division is getting better, and Julia Hart back helps. Yeah, man. I think it's there, man. I think it's like it's on the cusp. It's absolutely on the cusp. You've got Mercedes suddenly getting better. You've got Jamie Hayter back, engaged in a story outside of the championship. You have Willow doing outstanding stuff. You've got Tony Storm returning with this sort of interesting character. There's 4 big performers that you can pin that division on. You know what I mean? How do you feel about AEW having women's tag team titles? I'm all for it. And who would you pick for the inaugural women's tag titles? I personally would have Purrazzo and Statlander as a team. How do I feel about? I'll do me first, Dan. And then
sorry, just to say, like MVP on commentary as Mortos goes up for a corkscrew press, hits it, gets a 2. MVP on commentary just said that if Ricochet wants to, be a part of them and impress them, he needs to go and hurt someone. Like,
right, okay.
No one likes a kiss ass, and if he wants to be a part of it, he needs to go and hurt someone.
Wow. Interesting, man. Interesting. Really interesting.
Out behind, scooching him up over the shoulder. Man, he's so strong. Oklahoma Stampede.
So good. Oh, and he sits up. Right, so how do I feel about women's tag team titles in AEW? I'm going to say no, but only because I've got too many of the belts, and I just don't think to put the time into it. So what the hell's the point? Which is a really shit excuse, but that's what I think. Dan, what do you think about women's tag team belts?
It's the same thing as what I said earlier, which is it's all about having the time. If you've got the time to develop challenges in the division, and rather than just create a, this is the challenger of the week type scenario, I'm all for it.
Yeah. But we see several titles that they're not doing that with already.
This is my concern with WWE and the 2 mid-card titles.
Yeah.
I worry that will possibly mean the end of the tag division, which would be a shame because, I'd love to see more. Women's tag wrestling. We have tag team championships in Eve for a reason, and it'd be great to see more of that. If you're going to have 2 mid card divisions, then you need to create 2 divisions where you've got people earning the right to challenge for those championships.
Indeed, yeah.
Mortos not going down after a series of running knee strikes.
Jeremy, what a legend. Thank you so much, brother. I do appreciate it, man. What an amazing original poem. Not like that, Dom. Thank you so much, brother. I do always... Shelton Benjamin gets the win. Of course he does.
Shelton gets the win over Mortos with the arm hook exploder slam.
Another good match, man. This Dynamite has been good.
The thing about that match as well, and, is it was a good match, but it was a clear win for Shelton. So you understood the level. You got to see the talent of Mortos.
Yes.
But you understood that Shelton is where Shelton is. And Beast Mortos is still, young in his career. And you got to see that there's a ton of, potential and whatnot for the future. That he's, going to be a great future star. But Shelton is... they're picking up Mortos right now. And Lashley just beating Mortos in the corner. This will make him a villain because everyone loves Mortos. And MVP instructing Shelton to hurt Mortos more.
Another German. Daniel Garcia, this is what you'll have to look forward to on Saturday. Oh, is he facing Shelton Benjamin?
Yeah, Daniel Garcia versus Shelton Benjamin on Collision this week.
Man, I tell you what, Dan, there's multiple layers of different stories that they're telling right now in this one segment, and it feels like something's changed. There's a lot of depth right now. If you come here,
I see it saying he's not an idiot. He knows what's going to happen if he comes down to that ring and they're trying to get him down there.
Is he from Washington, Garcia? I feel like he might be.
I don't know. Are they in Washington?
Yes.
All right, here comes Mark Briscoe. Who just shoves Garcia so hard.
Yeah.
Hey, look, anytime you give me more Mark Briscoe on my screen, I am here for it. Lashley takes down Garcia. MVP attacks Briscoe from behind. Spinebuster on Garcia. And now it's two. Oh, my God. What a bump from Briscoe from that lariat.
Yeah, man.
Man. Nice super kick from Benjamin to Briscoe. Man.
And now he's got the TNT belt. Is that what he's looking for? Wow. Okay, looks like they might be looking at that for World's End, maybe.
Shelton Benjamin holding that TNT. Hey.
I'm not hating it.
I'm not hating it.
Thank you for the donation again, Jeremy. Appreciate it, brother. Just stop in to say happy holidays. Much love. Thanks, Miplet, bruv. I appreciate you, man. And all the best for Christmas. Have a great time. I'm here, everyone, says Eddie Van Halen. Keep your heads up. Hope everyone is doing okay. Hope you're doing well, man. Merry Christmas to you, brother. Not going to lie, saw Collision's card looks solid for a Collision. Yeah, man. Yeah. Wish we'd seen Okada a bit more on Dynamite, I'll be honest. You Dom the Don. Hello, Eddie. Party like ants. Party Ant. Let's get partying. Shelton is the man. He's very good, man. He's very good. AEW is going on Max since Raw's on Netflix. They're actually listening to the fans now. Well, we'll see what happens. I think WWE is going to be great these next 4 months. So. Okay, did AEW get new writers in the creative department? Who knows, man? I mean, tonight it seems to have been as much better flow. And they've been able to tell multiple stories. Beast Mortos and Okada, Dan. Are you here for that?
Every day.
Who's Okada got in his last match? Is it Fletcher?
No, because Fletcher beat Okada.
Ah, right. Oh, yes, he did. Yeah.
And yeah, Carl Fletcher suffered his first loss to Mark Briscoe.
Cool. It seems like they've been doing some good stories with this tournament, to be honest.
The tournament, what's great about it is it's easy story to anyone can follow because you win points. Any person that's ever engaged in any kind of following of sports competition at any point in their life is able to understand the story of the Continental Classic.
Yeah. I think it's also they've also done a lot of like the storytelling that they've done in like the G1 and stuff like that, where not only is it important who wins, but it's also important who gets the win over the winner and stuff like that. And there's a lot to it.
Yeah, because it's not, the tournament can come to an end, but that doesn't mean the stories from the tournament come to an end because other stories took form during the tournament. Like you said, what if the person who wins it, did have a loss on that route? Well, what do you know what I mean? Like then that already means that you've got a ready-made challenger built up. There's a lot of things that you can do with tournaments. I love tournaments, and one of the reasons why you'll see a tournament on January 10th at Wrestle Queendom.
You're not doing She-1 at Wrestle Queendom, are you?
We are doing a variation of She-1 at Wrestle Queendom, yes.
Dude, that is its own pay-per-view, man. That is the Royal Rumble. You don't put Royal Rumble and WrestleMania together, dude. That's risky. That's just like too much. You're too generous.
I'm giving away too much to the people.
You are.
Do you know the other thing? We are doing it at regular prices as well. No,
regular prices.
Regular prices. The tickets are the same price as a non-Wrestle Queendom show.
Seriously?
Yep, absolutely. That in no way was an accident.
Wow. Well, right. Oh, I was going to say that seems a bit silly, but it seems like it was very silly, Dan.
No, it was a wonderful Christmas present for everyone.
Apart from Dan's wallet.
Apart from us. It was a wonderful Christmas in the spirit of giving.
Giving. Yeah. WWE have accidentally priced WrestleMania at the same prices as Raw.
Right. Yeah.
Dude, you put it. Oh no. Anyway, I'm sure it's going to be great though. I'm sure that lots of people buy it on your YouTube and enjoy it that way.
You know, the already sold. Last year Wrestle Kingdom was 2 shows in one day, and we've already sold more tickets than both those shows from last year combined. Jesus, so yeah, it's going to be it's going to be a great show. It's going to be over 400 people there. It's going to be amazing.
You had some great stories going into Wrestle Kingdom last year as well.
Yeah, we did. Obviously, it was last year was the year of Sapphire Reed.
Really? Wow. That's. I can't believe
it. And to see what the Sapphire Reed that we have now.
Oh, completely different.
Such a different.
But she changed by March, man. I mean, that story played very quickly and very fluidly as well.
Well, all it takes is one bad day or one, the Joker to her Batman, Nina Samuels. That was enough to do it to her. The driver crazy. That same woman that kept taking everything from her eventually was also the woman that took away the Eve Championship from her.
Absolutely, yeah. And she couldn't get a win. She couldn't get a win over her.
Never beat her. Never. In all the matches they had, after everything she did to try to, eventually be able to get her, and the matches they had, Nina won every single one.
Because they faced in the She won, didn't they? And did Saf get she got some DQ win, didn't she, or something like that?
No, that was Wrestle Kingdom. Yeah,
was that Queendom?
Yeah.
Right. There we go. Ricochet got the card. He thought he was going to be part of it. He bought a new suit. He's not going to worry about it.
There's a lot of time being given to this.
Yeah, man. Well, the Hurt Syndicate's a big deal, man. Big deal. Yeah. And, they are stars as well.
When's the last time you saw Ricochet get 2 segments?
3 segments a night, yeah.
Or 3 segments. Yeah, this is really good.
Yeah.
We got a recap as well, We're doing a great job of building up this match between him and Will.
Mm-hmm. Swerve looking at Ricochet.
Nice.
He called him a turd. The crowd going mental. I mean, Swerve's joining Hurt Syndicate, I think.
Listen to that audience, man. The crowd are hot for Swerve.
Speaking of hot, what are you laughing at?
Swerve called him Trevor, which is Ricochet's real name. And Ricochet just goes, "Oh, you use my real name. You've been looking on Wikipedia." That was a great little pull-in by Nana on the Swerve's house.
Call him by his real name. Oh, I should have called him his real name, Dan. Should have called him his real name. Mate, Swerve is back.
They just built up so much of the matches.
Yeah.
Right.
Tony Storm's debut in AEW.
I'm glad to see so much of this recap.
Yeah, man.
Recaps are really good, really important.
What is this?
Oh my god! And we've got a vignette, like an intro vignette of.
Look at all these lights and stuff.
Tony Storm, portrait of a rock star, with RJ City vignette that we got on right now. This is and she's talking to RJ like she's never met him before, and telling him about her growing up and
wrestling on the Indies, and suddenly she's here in AEW.
I
Seen every show since the start.
JC asking Tony what about being a 3-time women's champion in AEW, and Tony replies, "It's a bit early to think about winning it 3 times." So RJC just saying, "What if I said timeless Tony Storm?" And Tony replied, "No, it's wrong around. It's Tony time."
It's Tony time. And this doesn't even feel like the original Tony time either. This feels like something else. She's added so much depth into this.
Well, she's almost parodying herself. Like
she is.
You know, she's parodying the old Tony character. Listen to that pop for Will. That is a superstar pop.
Well, there we go. Darby Allin versus Will Ospreay is what we are getting right now. I will say we have 2 matches left in this show.
How long are we at? 227.
Yeah. Which is a bit concerning. Also happy Kenny's almost back. Me too, man. AEW do this a lot, though. They don't wait for the pay-per-views at this point. I expect it. They are the ones losing the money, not me. Oh, sorry. I missed... Oh, what, in terms of big matches, maybe? Big matches?
There's those fans with the flag of the word that he invented.
Bruv, did he invent that word?
He invented that word. It never existed before.
I'm happy for Ricochet. Me too, man. Damn, I love Tony. Mate, I love Tony.
Do you know? Yeah, no. When, who was it who just said, I'm happy for Ricochet?
Miplet.
Do you know what's really, like, the crowd response when Swerve came on camera, you know, face-to-face with Ricochet, was that of a superstar. The second Will's music hit, it was a different level of response.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's like AEW do have, like, their own mega stars.
Mm-hmm.
And if you really think about it, like, and remember, these 2 weren't there at the start, which means they're still got so many places that these characters can go, and they're already their own megastars.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
You know, like Darby's been there from the start, so you know what I mean? Like, so you've already got your established ones, but now you've got these new ones that the crowd are responding this way to.
Yeah, and you've also got a lot, like, people off. Oh, this production is beautiful, by the way.
This is a wonderful entrance, yeah.
Yeah.
So are we in Derby's? Are we in Washington, D.C.?
Yeah.
Is that where this is?
Yeah, yeah.
So we're in Darby's hometown.
Is this Darby's hometown?
He's from Washington, same as Bryan Danielson.
Oh, wow. Crowd are being quiet then, considering he's from his own town. They just responded so much for thingy. And I suppose they're just in the mystique of Darby, because it's something different, isn't it? Darby's not about hype. He's about...
It's interesting. Will definitely got the bigger pop.
Yeah, but he is about atmosphere.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It's just like you can't say for sure that will continue during. And we also don't know what story they're going to tell during the match, you know, to sway the audience whichever way they want the audience to go.
Elevate me to the sky. Woo! Indeed, man. Listen to the crowd. They're hot tonight. You love to see it, man. They've got it right. They've got the size of the arena right. The crowd is buzzing for it. The card is great. This is a way better show than last week's Winter is Coming. Way better show.
So, and do you know what's? I think that the balance between listen to that crowd. There's a holy shit chant. Just
already
before they've even locked up, because they're engaged into both these characters.
Yeah, man. Right, squash. Let's do a squash. Someone said they wanted to see this match go. They wanted to give him 25 minutes. I was like, no, we cannot see a 25-minute Darby match. He would not get through it.
It's interesting because we have that trios match, but we don't know what story they're going to tell. Like, we don't even know if that match will actually happen, if it will be a brawl that gets thrown out. Like, we don't know.
Maybe so.
Like, there's so many. This is the beauty of professional wrestling. You know, you're only limited by your creativity. You can make it whatever you want.
And of course, Darby's also involved in that story as well, so you can certainly have something happen around that as well as soon as this match is finished. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I assume the filming next week.
This is what I mean, sorry, about the whole Will. You could give Will's moveset to someone who's as equally athletic to him, and it won't mean the same. It won't mean as much. Because, you know, look at everything we just saw. It's the moves between the moves.
Yeah, he knows how.
And the same thing as Darby, you can get another guy to like take the bumps that Darby takes, and it won't mean the same.
No. Big boot there from Will Ospreay. Handspring goes up, flips, lands on himself. Darby with a roll up.
These two are both so quick.
Oh, really cool, man. Again, Will Ospreay's got that Omega factor where Jesus Christ, that was cool. You put him in a match with anyone and it brings out the best in that other person as well. And I feel like we're seeing that with Darby right now as well.
Do you know what? They're very similar guys, albeit in different ways, because, you know, these aren't going to be wrestlers that you see wrestling when they're 50.
No.
You know? These are guys who are like, Billy Starks is actually similar as well. You know, these are guys who are like, I'm going to go out there now and I'm going to do my best absolutely, you know, immediately. I'm not in it for, what was it? It's like, I'm not in it for a long time. I'm in it for a good time.
Nice.
And when you see Will and Darby, that's what you're getting. You know, where both of these guys are going to have long careers in the wrestling industry, but they may just not have it as wrestlers. They may have it in other ways. And I'm definitely behind you, by far. And one refresh to.
Sorry, I'll pause again.
Just maybe a second and a half.
There we go. Yeah. Will Ospreay hyping up the crowd.
Yeah. Will going for the spider. Darby jumps in.
Oh,
that boy, I tell you.
He does, doesn't he? He does. He just throws himself into everything.
He has the best dive, the best unalive dive there is.
Oh, hell yeah.
Unalive. Well, do you know what's beautiful there is we've seen people...
Coffin drop onto the apron. No, don't do that, Darby. That's not nice, Dan. That's not nice.
Remember what I said about him not having a... Look at Will. Will's face is our face.
Yeah. Ouch. Oh, my. What a thud as well. What a thud. It's silly, man. It's silly. Yeah, we don't need a 25 minutes. Let's call it out now. Let's call it now. While Darby deals with his broken spine. Is he just Wolverine or something? Does he heal really quickly and he just needs like a few seconds?
No, I think the fact that he doesn't heal is also oh my gosh, is one of the things that just makes him so incredible. You know, and again, it comes back to what I was just saying. You know, we're not going to be. Oh yeah, I bet that hurts, bruv. I bet that hurts. You know, you just saw Darby rubbing the lower back just above the hip. I mean, the crowd are so hot for this. The crowd haven't gone down once. And sometimes after you miss big bump, you know, you'll get that. But the crowd are they are in this.
Yeah, man. While we're in an ad break as well.
Yeah, I don't know if he, I mean, here's the thing, right? I had this chat with a neighbor of mine, actually. He watches wrestling. He's, you know, not a hardcore fan, but he's, you know, a good, you know, he watches. Oh my Lord. And yeah, I don't know if Darby's selling, Darby's not, because we haven't found a way, for as much as people want to say what wrestling is or what wrestling isn't, we have yet to find a way to fake gravity. Gravity will always be the biggest enemy of, of professional wrestlers, you know, and we got it right there. And that backbreaker, you heard that massive response from the audience from a backbreaker.
Yes, because they've
like
seen what he's been through.
These young guys, because they'll see that, you know, that dive, but then they miss all of this amazing work that makes that dive that Darby missed mean so much. That wasn't a missed dive that was then immediately forgotten about. That missed dive means everything.
Yeah, it's been the last 2 minutes. And every move that Will is doing right now is about punishing that back, and the audience are going, "Oh my word!"
And a freaking body slam is more, you know. Here.
Makiki MC is playing Family Fortunes. Darby likes to put his body on the line for AEW. He certainly does for our entertainment, man. You know, and a lot of people complain about it is also, well, Darby's not going to have a long career and blah 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 and all this sort of stuff. Like, yeah, so did Mick Foley. You know, Mick Foley did exactly the same. And I tell you now, Mick Foley's hurting for it. But Mick Foley was also a lot heavier outset than Darby, and he was doing similar sort of crazy stuff, you know.
Mick's a prime example of, like, we see so many guys that do these big risky things. You know, you can watch a Botchamania and you'll watch numerous shows where these guys take big risks that don't pay off. And you don't hear about them. Why? Because it was all the other stuff that they did. People saw the big stunts and they thought that's what made them special. And it's not at all. It's what they made you feel when they did those big stunts.
That's right, man. That's exactly right. And that's exactly right for Mick Foley as well.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Yeah, I love anyone that can just flip over someone. I every time I'm impressed. Nice stun dog.
And did you see how he hits the stun dog? But because he comes down on his hip, that hurts Darby.
Yeah. So it all makes sense in terms of the story of the Darby's hurt backside.
Like he got all that momentum, did all of that, but at the end of the day, the move that he did hurt himself. And it was a simple stunner.
Darby is a legend, absolutely, man, absolutely. I feel like we're getting a big angle at the end, by the way. Especially, I feel like this is the last show before World's End.
No, we've got another. World's End is
a week on Saturday.
Yeah, it's not January the 4th.
No, it's a week on Saturday.
Well, hold on, a week on Saturday.
Yes.
So December the 28th.
Yeah.
Right, of course, yeah, it's January 4th. They're going to be in Japan because they've got Dynasty on the 5th.
That's right.
But Will's got Will's busy.
Yeah, man. Oh, my. Oh!
Because here's the other thing about Will that people forget. Will lives over here. Oh my God. Oh!
Nearly as well.
Jesus.
Wow.
Here's the thing, right? Think of everything that we're talking about right now. We're talking about these big matches, these big shows. Will is also producing at Wrestle Kingdom.
Oh, really?
Yeah, of course he is.
He
produces on every Eve show. So it's just like.
So how's he going to get back from dinner?
This is what I mean. His schedule, his love and passion for wrestling is just. It's at another level. It's at another level.
Nice, man. Nice. I think Darby jumping on a glass pane was nuts. It certainly was, my friend. Darby, please be careful. We didn't get him killed and get him hit by a bus and jumped out of a plane. Yeah, man.
I forgot about that. Crazy. I just realized, as I'm getting older, I'm looking more and more like Matt Bloom.
Who is, sorry?
I am.
You are. Yeah, you are.
Yeah. I just looked at there and I was just like, holy shit. It's like Pierceless A-Train.
What we need is we need to get
Hail
a Sharpie. We
Hail
need a
train.
Sharpie. We need a Sharpie.
Anyway. Oh my God. That chop.
Yeah, man.
These two,
Is
you know what? We don't know how long they've got. But what
No.
we can say is that they started making their entrance at 2:27 UK time. It's now 2:40. And the content that they have put in
into 10 minutes is
Right.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal. And it's all from one spot and telling a story around that spot. It's not it's not
Big
all.
spot. Don't get me wrong. Big spot.
Big spot.
But they've made it mean so much. Nice.
Exactly.
Mahi Stroll. Oh, these near falls, man.
Oh,
Nice.
and he slams him in the back. Lovely. Coffin drop, springboard. Is Darby getting the win here? Kick out. Darby could win. Darby could win, man.
I mean, I'm expecting Darby to win. Hometown hasn't got 3 points yet. Has he got 3 points yet?
I don't know, but this is Will Ospreay's hometown as well, isn't it?
What, Washington, D.C.?
I'm joking. Got to go. Love you all. Happy holidays. Happy holidays, Miplet, man. Yeah, Miplet. See you later. Have a nice Christmas, my dude. Yeah, so the reason I say this feels like a go-home show to Wales End is because I just don't know what they're going to do next week. It's Christmas Day.
Well, they're filming at the weekend. They're filming Friday, Saturday, Sunday at the Hammerstein Ballroom.
What I'm saying is the viewing figures for that is going to be pretty low. Pretty low. People won't be watching it on Christmas Day, will they?
Is it actually on Christmas Day? Are they not airing it live? Or is it not preempted?
No,
Oh, wait. Will's got Darby in a Stars Clash on the apron.
No, not the apron again.
No.
Oh, no, not in his head there. No, don't look at the floor.
No.
Don't look at the floor. He's going to do it.
Oh, my
you
God.
Are mental.
No,
you
fight out of this, Darby. I don't want to see this.
No. You are mental. Okay. I mean, as safe as it could be, but Jesus Christ.
Well, had to watch his, if he'd come down on his knee, I mean, it's a really risky move for the person doing it because of your knees.
Yeah.
Oh, and he jammed his knee as well.
Oh, do you think he's actually hurt?
Will guard his knee on that landing.
Don't hurt yourself, Will.
You see, he's pushing his thumb down into the cap.
Will's saying, "Look, I can get the win from a count out here." Me watching Darby get hurt and did not get heartbroken. Have a good Christmas, my brother. Wishing you a very, very Christmas. You too, man, and all the best for the new year. If I don't see you till then, my friend. Love you. Darby is not moving. No, he's not. Oh, he's moved.
Darby with the Kabashi.
Do you know it feels so good to see Darby.
2.
He kicks out. Dan, can I just say it was so good to see Will run for the Oscar?
Right, yeah, it was, yeah.
That was
over the shoulder. He's got a Stormbreaker. No.
No.
Darby. Scorpion Death Drop. And he's right by the corner.
Oh, he's going to get the win.
Coffin drop. Oh, my God.
Onto the back.
On his knees. Crushes him. He's going up again.
Oh, this is great. The passion, man.
Second 1, 2.
That's it. That's the big win for Darby. That's the big win for Darby.
Great match.
Great match. What a show, man. Best show Dynamite's probably done this year. Probably.
Mate, we still got the main event to go.
Yeah, man. And they'll do some big angle. Oh, how sweet. I love you too. It's all right, man. It's all right, dude. Deadlock there. Hang on. So, why are they getting all these matches in?
Collision.
All right, yeah. So Collision, we're getting Darby versus Claudio again. The Death Rider's coming out now.
Yeah, Death Rider's making their way to the ring, and Wilt and Darby are still in the ring.
Like I said to you before, like this could go on a while because you could have it the brawl because Darby's involved with the Death Riders, you know.
Yep. Look at the shape of Claudio. My word. Claudio in that white vest as well. It's like is someone doing a reboot of Die Hard?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Like Claudio is Bruce Willis Die Hard right now.
Oh,
Claudio
mate, he's
is John McClane.
He's
John McClaudio.
Jason Statham, man. He's Jason Statham.
I can go with that as well.
Oh, piss off! I don't want to see this. I want to see the rest of the show. I'm taking my earbuds out, and then I realize I can't hear you.
We've got a recap video right now going on for everything to do with the Death Riders.
I feel like the videos have got better as well.
Yeah. The thing is, I get it, and I can't say for sure. I can't obviously say for sure that this is what AEW was doing, but I know for a fact that like a lot of people, do this, and this is a potential issue for a lot of people like who have shows. Is when you do the recap videos, you lose viewers.
Yes,
music videos, recap viewers, they lose viewers. However, it's efficiency versus effectivity. Right.
Yes.
And so the efficiency may be don't lose the viewers, keep the viewers, but and just go segment, go to the back, go.
Yeah.
But if I would argue that the people that are kept, mean more than the people that are lost, because you're more than likely going to convert the people that stay watching into pay-per-view buyers, because they've engaged with those vignettes, those recaps, and everything else. And so the effectiveness in the story of those vignettes and promos and hype vids, far outweigh the perceived efficiency, from, keeping an audience from segment to segment to segment.
Yes, yeah, definitely.
Because you'll get that audience come back, but you're able to, if that audience are so quick to turn off, to turn out at a recap and video, then you can't be sure that you're going to be able to turn them into money.
You haven't got them. If they're going to do that, you haven't captured them at that point. And the thing is with AEW at the minute, they are at, and I don't care too much about viewing figures and all that, but they are at a lower number, and they have got the people that are going to stay with them through some of the crap, right? Because we've seen a lot of crap in the last few months. And actually, we're the people that are saying we want to see these stories play out. I've had people on stream like Jeff, who joined us on stream every week, stopped watching Dynamite for a couple of weeks. And it's the first time he stopped watching Dynamite. And the reason was Adam Cole coming back and that story that made absolutely no sense. And it's still just a bit sort of garbage. And what we want is we want to be rewarded as longtime fans.
Yes.
We don't we invest our time into this every week, right? So when you bring back someone like Adam Cole and suddenly this entire feud has been absolutely pointless and you're saying stupid shit, it's not rewarding us. It's not saying thank you for watching this show, for keeping up with these stories, for keeping up with these characters and relationships. It's actually saying at any point we'll just change it and we don't really care.
I think with the feud with them is I don't know how this is playing off. I don't know where it's going, and you can only ever really truly look back at the success of something once it's completed.
Yeah.
But I do think to myself that like Adam Cole didn't necessarily need to go babyface in order for this feud. I think they both could have been heels, and it could have just been two heels. And I do believe that an audience would have engaged in. And I realise that is my point that I'm saying there is quite a controversial point in wrestling.
Yeah.
But I do believe so long as that you buy into the mindset of the characters.
That's right.
The story is engaging and consistent.
That's right.
And it's when we look back at some films, some of the biggest films of all time, don't necessarily have baby faces in. Pulp Fiction. Who's the baby faces in Pulp Fiction?
No.
Reservoir Dogs. I know I'm basically going through Quentin Tarantino movies at the moment, but these are great examples of engaging storytelling with characters that don't follow a simple A/B test formula.
That's right. That's exactly right, man.
And I think that we can. I definitely think that there's that MJF and Adam Cole could have told a story, and I quite like that story. The idea that they would have both been assholes, and so the inevitability was of one of them turning on the other. Well, they're both assholes.
It
was almost like it was a ticking time bomb of those two being friends.
Yes.
I think they could have got an engagement level on it all.
Yes. And I suppose what I'm saying is the audience they've got at the minute, they're not growing in audience, right? At the moment. And so what they really don't need to do is piss off the people even more that are investing in these characters, in these stories, in this, and you see that so much. I mean, it's the type of stuff, Dan, that ends up with people losing interest in wrestling altogether. That's the type of stuff that you do when you piss off fans like that, when you take your core audience and you treat them like fools.
Well, I think it was like I understood like with the devil stuff. I mean, I think the devil stuff from a viewer perspective was successful though, but I can't say that I'm someone that follows followed the numbers closely enough, like they would have. But I do think that there were some people who felt like we were going a bit too much down the WWE style of storytelling, and that's not what they were engaging in AEW with. At the same time, I understand AEW are trying to grow, but does it need to do it that way? I don't know. I mean, we're still looking at a baby business, and I think that's one of the things as well that I try to, because I'm 15 years in on Eve, nearly 14 and a half. And I still will make mistakes, and whenever I go to a different venue, I'm kind of starting all over again anyway, because you're doing it from a live perspective for a lot of new audiences, and you're trying to figure that audience out, and you're trying to grow that audience and see what it is that they're engaging into. And one thing that I do try to, just remind myself is that AEW is still a 5-year baby company.
A baby, yeah.
And it's when I do my Sunday night streams, we watch matches of people that we haven't seen before. Our channel members will suggest us matches of wrestlers that they're like, take a look at this person. We think they've got potential. Or take a look at this person. We think they should be in Eve. And sometimes we get sent matches of people, and one or two of the people involved, clearly shouldn't have matches that are on YouTube right now because, they're so young in their career. It seems unfair that they're getting this, people watching them or, and thinking that they're a finished product. And I think that's, a bit similar with AEW. They're still young in their career, but they're being watched like they are a finished product. That have got the same level of experience as a WWE. And the truth is they don't.
They don't yet, no.
What we were is incredibly spoiled and excited to begin with, and I don't think anyone expected WWE to change so drastically the way it did either.
No.
And when you're an alternative, and the product that you're an alternative then starts to do more stuff like you, how do you respond? There's a lot of, like, what is the alternative to WWE? If you're an alternative product, but now WWE are doing matches
that are engaging,
that weren't like the matches Evolve, where the talent have got more say, where where the promos don't feel so, could be anyone writing,
Did a pile driver on the last pay-per-view, Dan, and made it mean something.
Cradle pile driver at that. We haven't seen a cradle pile driver since Aja Kong in '95, and she got fired after that match.
Oh, did you really? I didn't know that. Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
She worked Chaparita Star. Actually, the WWE YouTube channel just uploaded that match a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, really?
Last week, yeah. And it's the match that got Aja fired.
Wow.
Hangman Adam Page walking out. And we kind of expected that, really.
Yeah.
Now, I imagine he's going to be back. But the story that they've been telling is Moxley's more confident defending the title against the three of them in one match because he knows they're going to be so preoccupied with one another.
With each other. Yeah, of course, yeah.
It's an interesting story. I don't know if that engages people for a pay-per-view main event or not. We'll find out. But it's a good story.
It certainly is. Yeah, it's a weird match, isn't it? I'm not huge on that match, but there we go. Here's what it is.
I'm rarely a huge guy on multi-person matches, to be honest.
Me neither, man.
Me neither. As you know.
Yeah,
me neither. I'm a big keep it simple, kind of guy. I'm all right on multi-person matches for scrambles. Like your firework matches, your action packed, your
Darby Allin, battle royales, yeah.
I'm all for them then, but when it's
I don't even mind ladder. Well, I don't mind ladder matches with multi-man. What I would say is I'm starting to turn my mind to wrestling is starting to turn me on to three ways a little bit better, because I think in these last few years we have had some exceptional three ways.
I see, because of my Sunday night streams, I get sent like a lot of independents do triple threats,
right? And
most triple threats are terrible.
They are.
With WWE, obviously they have more time, and Japan, they have more. There's rehearsal time, and also in some cases you're just dealing with talent that are that good. There are, if you was to quantify in the old star rating, I think there are 2 5-star triple threat matches that I've seen in my life. One is Joe, Daniels, and AJ from TNA back in the day, the original.
Not seen that one, but I've heard it was great.
Yeah. And the other is Gunther, Sheamus, and Drew.
Gunther, Sheamus, and Drew. Yeah, the other one I'd put in the hat into the mix. So was Ospreay, Takeshita, and Ricochet. I thought did amazing.
That was a great one. Absolutely
amazing.
But I often look at it as very rarely will you find a triple threat where you can't say that any combination of the singles match involving these three guys would be better.
Another one that was great, Dan, sorry to interrupt, was Pac, Omega, and Orange.
Yeah, and in those situations, you're talking about the wrestlers that are the best in the world.
Yes, yes.
But when you kind of like take situations out of those guys, for the most part, triple threats I find to be not ideal, shall we say.
Well, like I said, I just think I'm noticing a trend of some excellent triple threats these past few years. And
well, I think the 4-way, this is the thing, like match-wise, you've got John Moxley, who I think, and I genuinely believe this, and I know this is a controversial take, I believe that John Moxley is hitting that GOAT level status, legit. He's a guy that I've got in several 5-star matches that I've seen of his, and I don't dish out 5 stars, personally. Like I'm the same with movies. I think I've got like 18 5-star films, and I see a lot of films, as you know. But Moxley's in several that I've seen. You've got Hangman Adam Page, you've got Juice Robinson, and you've got Orange Cassidy. These are 4 of the very best wrestlers in the world.
Yeah,
there's no way that this match ain't going to be great. It's just whether or not you're engaging in the specific story that is being told.
I mean, I just assumed it'd be Jay White and Mox one-on-one at Wrestle Dream, which kind of makes sense as a Wrestle Dream match. I feel like Wrestle Dream could end up being like Jay White's pay-per-view, because it always feels like Jay White's one of them names that you want to see in that dream match scenario that we never get, because he's always been.
Oh, sorry, Shelton, Benjamin, and Okada next week.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Yeah.
But it's
Christmas
right.
Day.
Who's going to watch it on Christmas Day, though? Honestly.
I will. I'll be honest with you. I will. I mean, it's 1 a.m. for a start for us here. So
it's true. And I might watch it afterwards, but
everyone else is pretty much asleep. Do you know what I mean? So, for me, it's not. But in the States where it's 8 o'clock, how many people are going to be? I don't know. I mean, it's one of those things. Christmas falling on a Wednesday isn't a fun thing for them.
No, it is what it is. But it's also having the pay-per-view the week after. There's several things. Really,
that was so good.
Yeah,
just not being able to run those ropes because that's where the tag partners are the guy he's.
Yeah. I'd say personally, Dan, I think they should have put the pay-per-view on this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, they could be. It may have been better. It just could also be a case of venue availability.
Could be, yeah.
And pay-per-view. The other thing is they have to work because they are still in that pay-per-view model. They still have to work with the pay-per-view companies as well.
Yeah. Oh, going up. Darby is a madman. Darby of a madman, indeed. 5 stars. It was an incredible match. Not going to lie, 5 stars. I can't wait for a title changing hands next Saturday at World's End. John Mox's title reign will end, says Reggie. It's not ending yet, baby. Mox is going to win. Hangman Adam Page better be on the same page tonight. It doesn't look that way, my friend. Can I get a last vote? Everyone picked Jay White. Team AEW all the way. Hangman Page just walked out. What a coward. Hangman Page, get your ass back here and help Team AEW win the bloody match against the Death Riders, says Reggie. I mean, I think that they are probably going to win, aren't they? This is building up that your face team can win at the pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
I'd assume. Stun Dog, no. This is trying.
I love Wheeler in Ring of Honor colors. They really suit him.
Yeah, man.
Oh, that was gnarly of the half and half.
Right.
Pat going up top. Orange, look at the speed, the pacing. It's going to be great action and excitement.
Yeah.
Nice superplex.
Reggie says, and happy holiday, and Dan, happy holidays to you and your family. Thank you so much, brother. Appreciate that, man.
And to you, Reginald.
And to you, baby. Reggie, baby.
From behind, Moxley. Going for the old Death Rider DDT. Orange punch gets caught. Lovely. Do you know what was so good about that? So many times you'll see people and you can tell that it is a counter because they have, fed into the move different than if they were actually executing the move. In that, Orange fed in like he was doing it, and so the cutter didn't look clean.
Orange punch.
But it was perfect. It wouldn't look clean because it was a counter. Those little details matter. Hangman's back out. Was going for Logan Paul's finishing move.
Logan Paul's finishing move. Don't. Here he goes for it. And Orange goes underneath. Nice stuff there. Nice stuff. Am I still ahead of you, or are you at the right spot?
No. Switchblade with the kills. No, I don't know what he calls it. Blade Runner.
There we go.
Hangman and Jay White getting each other's face. These two are from behind. This is the finish because that's a great story to tell. There it is. The idea that the finish happened because everyone was so focused on each other that they missed Moxley come from behind.
I thought they'd do it the other way around, but fair enough.
They're telling the story. They're so... But here's the thing. They don't need to be on the same page. It's all against all. Everyone's, they're all fighting each other. It's a 4-way. It's not 3-on-1. So Hangman can pin Orange Cassidy and become an AEW champ.
Yeah, true. Dan, before we go, how is it Hangman Page is just having these epic feuds with people? He's just... Every feud he goes into becomes like this blood feud, but it's actually done really well.
Do you know the other thing? Hangman is also only 33 years old.
Is he really?
Yeah,
So young.
he's only 33, and I think that's the other thing about him. He's this good, and he's already got such a career level of content behind him that ticks every box.
It really does.
Yeah,
But I just feel like his intensity. And while I don't think he gets as much credit as he should do, I think it's his intensity that gets the depth into these feuds.
Marina Shafir carrying Moxley away, whilst the remaining Death Riders brawl with Orange, Hangman, and Jay White.
I just feel like everyone he's in the ring with, he's just so intense, and it's like I don't think Jay White and Paige was intended to be this long of a feud.
I obviously don't know the answer to that, but I definitely feel that viewers didn't expect it to be as good. I did. I hold it to. I know this is, a number of people would laugh at what I'm about to say, but I feel that like Hangman and Jay White are like an Okada Tanahashi style. Like when I watch them, the psychology that that you see in their matches, and then also the action, it's just beautiful. I could watch it. It also almost like takes me back to my favorite wrestler growing up. One of my favorite wrestlers, the favorite wrestler, was Bret Hart, and it takes me back to like watching like a great Bret Hart match whenever I watch those guys against each other. I just remember watching Hangman and Jay White, the first one that they had on the first pay-per-view where they wrestled each other, and I was just getting flashbacks to Okada and Tanahashi, which are some of the greatest matches of all time. And I think they've got that level of they just gel to such an extraordinary level. It's beautiful wrestling.
It really is. It really is. Well, that has been it. That has been AEW Dynamite for nearly another year done, really. I mean, this Christmas is always a bit of a weird period. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to stream over Christmas. But I want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas. Thank you for all your support on this channel. Hope you've had a good time. And a huge thanks to my dude Dan for coming and celebrating this last Dynamite with us, my friend. You got out to say to peeps?
Watch Eve.
Watch Eve. It's
watch
all
Eve
right.
Watch EveWrestling.com. There you
know what? And if you really want to, you can go see a show. It's like a WrestleMania level show. It's pretty cheap. Some wrestling companies that have been going 15 years still make mistakes. Still they're done.
Yeah, no, absolutely. The only way you get better is by making mistakes.
Not your wallet.
Trust
not
me,
your wallet.
I keep making mistakes, so I keep getting better and better.
So there we go. It's going to be even better next year. So
it will. It absolutely will.
Merry Christmas to you all. Have a great one with your families, and I will see you in the near future. I might do a random stream, just turn on notifications, and it might come up. It might not. I love you all. Ta-ra.
God, I just listened to this whole podcast. It was terrible. I feel like my ears are gonna bleed.
What'd you say? This is Darby Allin, and you're listening to Give Me a Whole Yeah podcast.